Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news. Hope you and your friend the love story of Yulong and Yang Mie Mie campus encounter, the beginning of something unforgettable on a sun-drenched morning in the sprawling university campus. Yulong was in his element. Known across the campus for his prowess on the basketball court, every time he dribbled past defenders or launched a perfect three-pointer, the echoes of cheers followed him like a chorus. Sweat glistened on his brow, muscles tensed in rhythm with the pounding of the ball, and for those watching, it wasn't just a game, it was a spectacle. Yet, in the midst of the applause and competitive intensity, a quiet presence caught his attention. She wasn't in the crowd, nor was she cheering the loudest. There was a subtle grace in the way she observed, the calm focus in her eyes, as if she could see beyond the surface, beyond the basketball court, beyond the accolades, into something deeper. In that brief moment, the bustling campus seemed to fade away. The chatter, the sneakers squeaking against the polished floor, even the bright sun overhead became background noise to an unexpected awareness. Yulong, the celebrated athlete, found himself caught in an unfamiliar rhythm, not one dictated by a game, but by curiosity and an inexplicable pull toward this quiet observer. This was the kind of encounter that would later define countless conversations, hesitant smiles in hallways, and stolen glances between classes. It was more than just a first meeting, it was the subtle beginning of a story neither could have predicted. For those who witness such moments, it's a reminder that life's most remarkable connections often arrive unannounced, in spaces where achievement and ambition meet quiet curiosity. In a campus filled with fleeting interactions, some encounters leave a lasting imprint on the heart, hinting at the extraordinary just around the corner. A campus encounter, when worlds collide. While Yulong thrived in the energetic rhythm of the basketball court, Yang Mie Mie found her sanctuary in a completely different realm. A prodigious talent of the university's literature club, she gravitated toward the tranquil corners of the library, immersing herself in the worlds crafted by words and her own burgeoning creations. The library, with its hushed ambience and scent of aging pages, was her escape, a universe where time slowed and imagination flowed freely. Fate, however, had a way of bridging contrasting worlds. On a seemingly ordinary afternoon, Yulong wandered into one such quiet corner, searching for research materials. In his haste, he accidentally collided with Yang Mie Mie, sending the books she held cascading across the floor. Flustered, he apologized profusely, bending down to gather the scattered volumes, and then, for a fleeting heartbeat, their eyes met. The world around them seemed to still, the gentle rustle of pages, the distant murmur of students, even the sunlight streaming through tall windows all faded into insignificance. Yulong found himself drawn to the crystalline clarity in Yang Mie Mie's gaze, a depth that seemed to see beyond his confident exterior. She, in turn, could not forget the warmth radiating from his sunny smile, a contrast to the quiet, contemplative world she inhabited. It was more than a mere collision, it was a subtle, electric moment of recognition, an unspoken curiosity that neither expected but both could feel. In a campus where paths cross daily, some encounters carry a gravity that lingers, hinting at stories yet to unfold. For Yulong and Yang Mie Mie, a single, accidental meeting in a quiet library corner marked the beginning of a connection that neither the noise of the courts nor the silence of books could contain. A campus encounter, the spark grows after that fateful collision in the quiet corners of the library. Yulong found himself drawn back again and again. Each visit carried an unspoken hope to see Yang Mie Mie, to feel the subtle pull that lingered long after their eyes had met. Initially, he invented every excuse imaginable, questions about literature, feigned confusion over writing techniques, even casual inquiries that masked a deeper intent. Yang Mie Mie, ever patient and thoughtful, welcomed his questions with a gentle grace, guiding him through the intricacies of prose and poetry. There was a quiet rhythm to their interactions, a shared language beyond words, an interplay of curiosity and attentiveness. With each passing conversation, the initial awkwardness faded, replaced by a budding familiarity. Slowly, the air between them shifted. The library, once merely a refuge of solitude for Yang Mie Mie, transformed into a space of anticipation, where subtle glances and tentative smiles hinted at a growing connection. Yulong, usually confident and commanding on the basketball court, discovered a softer, more introspective side in her presence. And Yang Mie Mie, accustomed to the tranquility of her literary world, found herself stirred by his warmth, his energy, and the quiet sincerity that underpinned his humor. What began as an accidental meeting evolved into a gentle unfolding of trust and mutual admiration. Each encounter, seemingly ordinary, carried the weight of possibility, marking the slow ignition of something neither had expected but both longed to explore. In the campus that had once separated their worlds, loud courts versus hushed libraries, they were beginning to discover a shared space, a connection that promised to grow deeper with every fleeting moment together. A campus encounter, courage, connection, and confession. Later that semester, the university organized an outdoor team-building event, complete with a high-altitude challenge designed to test courage and trust. Yang Mie Mie, unaccustomed to heights, hesitated at the edge of the platform, anxiety flickering across her face. Yulong, noticing her fear, did not hesitate for a moment. With a steady, reassuring presence, he offered his hand, proposing they face the challenge together. As they ascended and moved across the high course, Yulong held her hand firmly, his voice calm and soothing. "You don't have to be afraid. I'm right here with you," he whispered. In that suspended moment above the ground, Yang Mie Mie felt the warmth and bravery radiating from him. His support was more than physical, it was a quiet affirmation of care, trust, and sincerity. Her heart stirred with an unfamiliar, yet undeniable, affection for this thoughtful and attentive young man. The event concluded, but Yulong's courage had sparked something deeper. Summoning all his resolve, he chose the serene lakeside of the campus to make his feelings known. There, he had arranged a heart-shaped display of flickering candles, flowers in hand, waiting quietly for Yang Mie Mie. When she appeared, the glow of candlelight reflected in her eyes, now glistening with emotion. Words seemed insufficient to capture the depth of what she felt, but a simple, tender nod conveyed her answer. In that quiet, magical moment, their unspoken bond transformed into mutual confession. From tentative glances in the library to shared courage atop a high platform, and finally to an intimate lakeside revelation, Yulong and Yang Mie Mie stepped into a new chapter together. Their story, born from chance encounters and nurtured through patience, empathy, and courage, reminded all who witnessed it that meaningful connections often arise when we dare to reach out and meet another heart halfway. From campus sparks to lifelong love. The journey of Yulong and Yang Mie Mie. After their confession by the lakeside, Yulong and Yang Mie Mie began crafting countless shared memories that would define their relationship. Early mornings were spent hand in hand, watching the sunrise paint the campus in hues of gold and rose. Nights brought quiet strolls under the silver glow of the moon, where they confided dreams, hopes, and even small fears. Their connection deepened through these simple yet intimate moments, gestures that spoke louder than words ever could. Yang Mie Mie, attentive and thoughtful, supported Yulong tirelessly during his busy schedules with the literature club, preparing warm meals that conveyed both love and encouragement. In return, she drew strength from him, particularly before competitions or challenges, when Yulong's presence and quiet confidence reminded her that she could face anything. Together, they navigated the complexities of campus life and beyond, creating a rhythm of mutual care and unwavering support. Years later, their story reached a poignant milestone, returning to the very library where their worlds first collided. Amidst familiar shelves and the scent of books that had witnessed their beginning, Yulong knelt on one knee. With a voice imbued with tenderness and gratitude, he said, "Since the first moment I met you, my world has been transformed by your presence. Thank you for every moment, every smile, and every shared dream. Will you be my wife and allow me to care for you for a lifetime?" Tears welled in Yang Mie Mie's eyes as she nodded, heart brimming with emotion, accepting his proposal. The love story of Yulong and Yang Mie Mie resembles a melodious symphony, starting with the delicate notes of youthful encounters, building through shared challenges and victories, and culminating in a harmony of lifelong commitment. Each chapter of their journey, from the bustling basketball courts to the serene library corners, from courageous challenges to heartfelt confessions, resonates with the fragrance of love and the power of persistence. Through their actions and devotion, They have turned ordinary moments into a timeless romance that continues to inspire and enchant. What do you think about today's content? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and if this is your first time watching our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with exclusive news about your favorite movie and music stars. Thank you so much for watching.